everyone, it's Annie again, and today is, can you believe it, week one's decoration video. Some updates real quick. The inserts that I'm using are not the PR inserts. I decided to use the Kiki K inserts that came with my Kiki K planner. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that I'll be using my Kiki K planner for 2014. I might switch it to a different one, but I'm keeping that as a surprise for you guys. I'll most likely be recording that video this week and have it up in a couple of days. So for now, I'm still using my Kiki K planner as usual. The only difference is that I'm using my Kiki K inserts that came with that planner. So later on, if I do decide on using a different planner, I will still be using the Kiki K inserts because it's what I have. Now, it is my first time using these inserts. So it is a little bit different than my routine and what I'm used to, because as most of you guys know, I'm used to my PR inserts. So while using these, if I somehow decide that I don't like them, or I'm just not used to it and I want to go back to what I do like, I might just place an order with PR inserts again. Now, another difference with this week's video, and most likely for many of my future upcoming videos, I'm not using my usual, if I can get it out, my usual Muji stamp. Because, and I want to show you guys, I ended up winning Adam's Philo's YouTube giveaway. And what he gave away were Kanani's, or as I should say, Studio L2E's stamp sets. He gave away one of each set, and the first set that she had was the Planet set, which is this one here, and then the second one that she recently came out with is the Listed set, which is right here, and this is the one that I'm using for this week. I'm so happy that I won these, so thank you so much, Adam and Kanani, for allowing me the opportunity of winning that giveaway. I've been seriously lusting after these stamp sets for so long, but it just wasn't in my budget because of all these bills that I had to pay off beforehand. So I'm so thankful that I ended up winning. Thank you so much. I'm excited to use these with my upcoming videos, and I'll surely do a review soon. So this is my first time using these stamps today. So that's what's new. And yeah, I guess I will hop into it. Okay, so when I think of New Year's, I tend to think of bling, because usually for New Year's, if I am going out, I like to add glitter to my makeup. I just like to incorporate it, or I like to wear like a nice sequin dress, anything that has glitter or bling. So when I think of bling, I think of golds and silvers. So what I decided to use were these washi tapes from Michael's Recollections brand. I kept them in the packaging. It came with the Christmas collection that they had, which is why you see like this green packaging. I think they came out with a Valentine's Day line. I'm not so sure because I haven't been to Michael's in a really long time, because I am on a strict no buy until my bills are paid off. So I'm using what I have. So these are the two that I decided to use, and I kept it in the packaging. And as I said earlier, I'm using Kanani's Studio L2E Listed stamp set. I chose the stars because New Year's usually comes fireworks, and so I think of stars. So that's what I decided to use. Quickly though, what I did notice about the Kiki K inserts is that it's very, very thin, which means there's bleed through, which I'm not so happy about. So I'm already considering going back to my PR inserts. Well, not back to the ones that I have, because I would need to order 2014 ones. But that's already a pretty big no-no, in my opinion. But this is what I have for now. So, yes, I chose to use the stars because, as you can see in this Listed stamp set, you have the option of what shape you'd like to use for your checklist, which is totally awesome. And yes, okay, I'm just going to hop into it. I'm going to move that over. So the first thing that I did is use this tape on the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do. be careful with this part because they can be tacky. Oh, and something I noticed about the key inserts on the bottom, hold on the bottom of each day, there's a spot for birthdays, but I really don't need it, so I don't care if I block it from down here. Just because I have a list of birthdays in my planner anyways, so I don't really need that extra line for birthdays. If anything, I'll just put like a sticky note like I do for special events. So, am I in frame? Yes, okay. So yeah, if there was a birthday, I would just do a sticky note like I normally do with special events. This part is always the hardest for me, and I always struggle with it. Okay, you know what? Let's just do this. And then go from there. Okay, be careful peeling. I'm seriously so terrible at this. Definitely no pro. I'm just so bad at lining things up. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to trim. Oh, and if my phone goes off, that's just Kev. So don't mind him. Okay, and then what I'm going to do next is use this polka dot tape. Oops, this polka dot tape right up top. I did trim it in half, so I have a piece right here on my trimmer. Oops. And then what I like to do is I like to turn it upside down because it just makes it easier for me. Uh-oh. Oh no. Please don't rip. Okay. And then this is just how I like to line it up. And then we're gonna trim that. Evidently, I'm not so great at trimming either. Okay, and then this step is going to be a little bit different because the inserts are not like my PR inserts that I'm used to. Because the day is listed right here. So I don't want to block the day. My PR insert had the day like not above the line, but I think it was under the line. Hold on. Yeah. So my PR insert had the day under the line. It just did not look like this at all. So because the day is listed above the line, as you can see here, I don't want to block that. So with the thin tape, what I'm going to have to do is cut a triangle at the end, a little triangle to make a flag looking end. So that, oops, so that it ends up looking like this. That way, I'm going to turn it sideways, place the tape along the line and not block the day, like that. So, if I trim, this is what it ends up looking like. like that. So it kind of sucks because it's going to be uniform. So like both of the banners kind of face the same way, if you can see here. But, oh well. You gotta make do with what I have. And so the next thing I did was I stamped with my new listed stamp set from Studio L2E. I know this is going to be hard to see. I am using the Memento Dewdrop in Tuxedo Black. Now, that's what I used on this sheet. But I'm really scared because like for this sheet to have bleed through, I don't care because I'm not using this side ever again. It's for December 2013. So I don't care if this sheet has bleed through. But I do care if this sheet has bleed through because I'll be using this side, which is the next week. So I'm actually going to use my Craft Smart washable ink pad in black, which Jennifer from my Purpley Life uses, and she says that there isn't as much bleed through with this stamp set, or this ink set thing, ink pad. So that's what I'm going to use. And let's pray to God that this helps. So I am just going to dab. Okay, and then this part is going to be hard for me to do, so my head might come into view. I'm just going to situate myself and then line it up. The lines. Oh, another thing about these inserts is that they're lined. My PR inserts weren't lined. So, as you can see, it's not as bad bleed through. And I'm only going to do it on these 2 days just because I don't want to, like, hold on. Let me do this first. Come on, Annie. All this rambling, you're not even done. Okay, so what I was saying is, I could stamp on Saturday and Sunday, but I don't want to because these inserts don't have a separate horizontal section for Saturday and then another one for Sunday. It's just one split in half. So if I were to ink it on each one, I wouldn't have room for stickies. So I'm trying to decide whether I do want to ink or I don't. Because if I inked and then I had a special event and I want to use a sticky note, I would end up having to put it over the washi tape and it would block the washi tape. So I think I'm going to decide not to. Because sometimes on weekends there are special events. It would be nice to be able to have a checklist for errands for those days, but I can't with these sheets. These inserts, I mean. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a baby wipe and I'm going to wipe this down to get all that ink off so that the next time I use them I have a very nice crisp line. So, and I want to clean these off well. I don't want any ink to be left on them because these are special. Right, I think I got most of the ink off. Alright, I don't want to stain these at all. These are special sets. Okay, so I think I got most of it. So with these, you're going to want to stick them back on here, but I'll do that after the video so I don't take up too much of your time. Now, oops, oh no. Oh well. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is, how long is this? This is at 14. Okay. Review, blog, giveaway, pick up, kitchen, my tea, volunteer, days off, wish list, notes. Bills. Okay, I do have bills due, unfortunately, on New Year's Day and then the day after. So I'm going to open my Planet set. And I'm going to take the one that says bill due right there. So I'm going to open this up. And then take that off. And what I'm going to use is this small block that I have. And then I'm just going to use my Craft Smart ink pad because I know that it doesn't have as much bleed through. Okay. So I have one due on the 1st. And then I have one due on the 2nd. I'm just going to put it right next to the number. Actually, I could have done it right next to the day, but oh well. Yeah, I think those are the only two. Thank God. Clean it off. And then take it off and put it back. Okay. And I don't think there's anything else for now. Anyways. I am so in love with these stamps. Okay, okay, let's talk about what I'm going to use for special events. So Target came out with the line of winter stationery, and they have these page flags, which are perfect for my theme. They are gold and silver. So for all of my special events for this week, I will be using specifically just this set, just because it would match nicely. Is there anything else? Nope. I think that's it. Is there? Oh, I did write right on the top right hand corner week 1 because these inserts aren't like the Filofax ones and they don't have week numbers. So for each week, I'm just gonna do that so that I can easily flip through and see like, oh, last week was week 1, so I know this week is week 2 because I'm horrible with those things. So yeah. I guess that's it for today. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. And I want to wish you all a very happy new year and to have, a safe new year this year. Just be safe going out because there's a lot of drunk people driving. Be careful. Spend time with loved ones. And yes, I love you all. So happy new year. Thanks for watching. Bye.